It guarantees England a place in the knockout stages. And Nedum, what a big statement this is.
Yeah, it certainly was, especially coming on the heels of the France 5-1 yesterday, where they were 5-0 up at half-time against Italy. And I think in some ways, people would have been watching that. There are a lot of eyes on England when they are playing. The crowd was there as well. And I think for media and stuff, there's going to be such a nice feeling around the nation, because I think we saw England that first game against Austria, and at times, they didn't look anywhere near their best. They had a really good following, but they looked a bit nervous, a bit edgy. But then to be that score up at half-time, to finish a game 8-0, to be making history in the way that they did, credit to them. That's going to be such a big confidence boost. And now there's almost like a sense of expectation, but then also excitement. You've completed your sort of get out the group stage situation. You've got people who are scoring multiple goals. I think that's been a thing for England, especially when you want to compare it to the men's side. It's about the scoring goals, getting people on the edge of their seat, getting a nice atmosphere going. And I think ultimately today, Norway, from some of those goals, you can see how open they were, and they played into England's hands, because England was very much on the front foot, especially early in that game. And when that's the case and the crowd's really getting behind them, they're going to be a very, very tough team to beat. And that's a result that's going to be spoken about by all the teams, by everybody with their eyes on the tournament. And they're going to make a very, very tough game for whoever they meet. And it looks like it might be Germany or Spain in the quarters. But for England, why would they fear anybody when they know they've got the sort of firepower that they do have now? And as a consequence, if it goes into a shootout, in terms of who can score the most goals within the 90, being able to score 8 goals in a game is obviously a very, very strong feeling to have approaching the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, it is really quite impressive, especially when you take a look at how they broke the record. Previously, it was a 6-0 victory over Scotland, which was the largest margin of victory.
Where's Jan Fjortov?
Where's Jan? Yeah, Jan is very much in hiding. Let's get some more reaction, shall we, to that win with Kay and Emma.
Thanks, Dan. I'll tell you what, watching that with a world-class coach was a bit of a different experience, I'll say. But we must start, Emma Hayes, with England's performance tonight, 8-0 over Norway.
Yeah, we have to, because we can't spend any time talking about Norway. It was relentless from start to finish. We talked about the importance of the crowd, but I think the differences for England today is their intent going forward. I thought they played forward more often. I thought the way they utilised Beth Mead in particular was real standout from them, and the fact that so many players are scoring goals just showed their quality in the final third.
Because you just mentioned some of the goal scorers. I mean, that in itself is a chance for goal scorers to get some confidence, particularly a player like Ellen White.
She needed it. A number 9 who hasn't scored, question marks were being asked, the press were hounding her as they do. And I thought she managed that pressure really well, but that's what you expect for a record goal scorer. And I think she delivered with the types of finish, the one-touch finishes she's renowned for.
Alexis Nunes was at the stadium for us. And I wonder, Alexis, how long it actually took for you to hear the famous Football's Coming Home song and what it was actually like to be there tonight.
Honestly, Kay, it did not take that long. It was actually being sung from very, very early, from before we even saw the first goal go in. Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.